Attention terrorists, hold on. Here's Tara's Daily Rant.
Good morning, Lee.
Hey there, Tara.
All right, so it's like what, February, almost March?
Yeah, getting there.
Okay. So one of the things I love about Greenville County Schools virtual school is that I get to do classwork with one of my children who has struggled in school, but very much overcome those struggles.
Right.
A straight A student now, which is I'm so proud of. But
as you should be.
But yeah, and one of his big challenges with the learning challenges he's a smart kid, but he has trouble reading. Just always has. So science for him involves a lot of reading. So we do science almost every day together. So this has been since the beginning of the year. We do his classwork, and he usually has some questions and that sort of thing. So we're like, we're almost in a March here. And I'm wondering when the science and science class is going to begin. Because it hasn't started yet.
Great.
You should see the curriculum. It is with science class. You know how science class used to be like amoebas and single cells, and what's the part of a cell,
Right.
and just the standard science stuff.
Atoms and molecules and, some chemistry involved there. Yeah.
Nope. All gone.
Oh, great.
Do you know what we do? We read articles about global warming.
That's what I figured.
And what they are having the kids do now, because they all have Chromebooks, right? Whether they're in virtual or not.
Right.
And they're supposed to underline the problem in red and the solution in green. Right? It is classic Soviet era brainwashing.
Right.
Like, you know how I've been warning about the nitrogen army, $20 billion for the nitrogen army for the EPA. I'm terrified of this because you're going to have a federal official standing in your half-acre garden telling you what you can and can't do, and you can't use any fertilizer. And then you're going to find you're not going to be able to buy any fertilizer. There's not going to be any. And then there's not going to be food. Okay. So we've been talking about this for a long time. All of a sudden, I've never seen this because I've done work with all three of my kids. All of a sudden, we just had to do a whole project. This lasted several weeks of reading and then doing a project about how how farmers should not be allowed to use fertilizer when they grow crops because the fertilizer goes in the water. The water goes down, like the Mississippi, the Ohio, all those rivers, ends up in the Gulf. And then that causes an algae bloom and it kills the fish. So you have to actually demonstrate how the nitrogen is bad and how the farmers should never have used it. We read a month worth of articles where you have to underline the problem. The problem is that our farmers are using nitrogen. What's the solution? We stop using nitrogen. We should ration crops. That was in there. So you would have loved last night's assignment. We're doing the articles again. And you know what they are? They're all from liberal sources. Some of them flat out from activist websites.
Oh, yeah.
Others just mainstream media. And last night's theme, it's every night this way. Last night's theme. And he, by the way, Crash is going through and he literally tells me, he's in fifth grade, Mom, I know this is propaganda, but I have to underline the right thing or I'll get I'll get a bad grade. Last night was on how people shouldn't be able to live in certain cities like Phoenix because there's not a lot of water there and they need to have water shipped in, and using water is bad. Needing water is bad. Having cities is bad. Running businesses use a lot of water. And so you have to underline that's a problem, right? What's the solution? You literally have to underline in green, like green light, that Bill Gates is going to solve this.
Oh, great.
I kid you not.
And how's Bill Gates going to solve it?
Well, we're going to take our wastewater, our sewage, and we're going to drink that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And they go on about what seems yucky, but we got to get people to accept this. We can totally clean it up. And it's Bill Gates' idea. And this is because we have to save water. And that was just last night's theme, right? So we're going to have to cut down on the water that we use. And we need to stop pulling it out of lakes and rivers. And people need to have their water rationed by the government. That was another solution we had.
Where would water come from if it doesn't come from a lake or a river?
We had that discussion and it doesn't say, oddly.
Because I got news for these environmentalists. Matter is neither created nor destroyed. It exists. It is a closed system on this planet. All the water we've got is all the water we've got. It's just a matter of where is salt water, fresh water, or, any type of other non-potable water. But we've got the water we've got.
Yeah, it's not going to change. But they don't tell the kids this. They act like all these articles act like once you use water, it's destroyed.
No, it's not.
And we have to ration it. So this has been going on, and I thought at the beginning of the year we'd get to the science, right?
Yeah.
We haven't gotten to the science yet.
No, you're still in the propaganda phase.
It is literally almost March, and I'm about to lose my mind. So I'm going to be firing off another one of my like choicely worded emails. And I mean, I'm starting to think we got to get out of Greenville County schools. I mean, I want my kid. I don't know how will my kids be. I was going to say be prepared to do college science, but it's probably the same thing.
Oh, it'll be even worse, because then it'll be, white supremacist or the whole reason for it, and that we must adopt a Marxist attitude toward property rights and everything else.
Terrorists want it. Hear the Terra Show weekday mornings on 106.3 WORD and the Odyssey app.